Elsewhere, members of the Islamic movement in Nigeria are still basking in the euphoria of a court judgment that set free the leader of the Shiite group in the country, Ibrahim El-Zakzaky, and his wife Zeenat, arrested and left in detention since December 2015. In Abuja and other cities that had seen demonstrations by members of the Shiite group turn violent when protesters clashed with police, citizens can now feel safe again. TVC News senior correspondent Femi Akonde reports.
A significant ratio of the palpable fear in Abuja drops as a Kaduna court sets free Sheikh Ibrahim El-Zakzaky. After the arrest of the Shiite leader in December 2015, the streets of this quiet capital city turned volatile whenever members of the Islamic movement of Nigeria hit the streets in protest against the prolonged detention of El-Zakzaky and his wife Zeenat. More than 20 major Shiite protests rocked the federal capital city and were met with brutal force by security agencies. Lives were lost, people injured and property destroyed. Yet there was no letting up by angry protesters, now resilient and resolute against what they say is government's oppression and persecution.
This area used to be an outpost of the National Emergency Management Agency, but it is now a parking lot. This is one of the many scars from clashes between the Nigerian police and Shiite protesters in the heart of Abuja. This destruction happened on the same day the police officer in charge of operations in the FCT was shot dead and the journalist killed by stray bullets. Frightened citizens always dread being caught in that crossfire and the tailback that immediately grinds activities to a halt.
The same month of July, just within 1 week, there was one of the most brazen confrontations between Shiite and security officers in the National Assembly. This attack further raised the threat level as it was the closest the protesters got to the seat of power in the presidential villa. Abdullahi Mohammed is a spokesman for the IMN in Abuja. He participated in the numerous protests that attracted both local and international attention and piled pressure on the federal government to release the leader of the Shiite Islamic sect. He says it is not yet over unless all other peaceful protesters are set free.
I think like in Abuja here we have 56 people in Kuje prison. We are facing trial by the FCT Commissioner of Police. They arrested them during the killing in Federal Secretariat on the 22nd July 2019 when the combination joint security forces attacked peaceful protesters.
Tina is the florist at this retail flower stand in Abuja. The ruins of the Nema outpost just a few meters away remind her daily of the danger that locked on the streets when followers of Sheikh El-Zakzaky came out to protest the arrest of their leader.
When they come like this, we pack our things away. We leave the place because we don't want them to destroy some of the things.
Muhammad Ibrahim Gamawa is a member of the Resource Forum in the Islamic movement of Nigeria. He wants the government and security agencies to answer for the violent attacks against peaceful protesters and compensate for loss of lives and property.
The government is supposed to be flexible and condone criticisms, not using the correctional center or framing somebody because he criticized the government. No, that's what General Buhari did, and he did that to Jonathan. He called Jonathan every sort of name. And Jonathan did not order for his arrest. Every revolution was heard from his mouth that we need the Egyptian type of revolution. So
the road to freedom for El-Zakzaky was rough and tough. The shouts of "Free El-Zakzaky" was loud and clear. Now they will heave a sigh of relief as the leader of the Islamic movement of Nigeria breathes the air of freedom. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.